Over the past year, especially over the last couple months, the Stellar community has continued to expand and grow. You get a lot of questions from new folks, which we definitely appreciate and encourage. One of the most common questions I get are I thought that Stellar was just for cross border payments, just a token for cross border payments, which is definitely understandable. But no, the answer is it does a lot more than just cross border payments. You have companies like Lightmint that are using it for gaming, D Stock, which is hosting stocks, that you can trade right now. Apple, Tesla, Google, all active. You have companies like Cowrie Exchange that are using it in commerce, CoinQuest. You have Bitbonds. I mean, just, I can go on and on of different companies that are utilizing Stellar in some pretty creative ways. What I thought I'll do too is maybe show you some other ways that Stellar is being conceived of being used. I went ahead and I went down to the SEC filings and just picked up a couple that were out there of various companies that are considering using Stellar in different ways. Just for a clarification, and just want to say that these SEC filings doesn't mean that any of these projects will see the light of day. They're simply filings, and anything could happen. But I thought that I can use it just to kind of show you some different ways that people are considering using Stellar. So let me see here. All right, so here's one which is Diamond Standard. So Diamond Standard, they posted this. This is from September 20th, 26th, I believe, of 2020. And as you can see here, there's quite a bit of documents that they filed. It's 132 pages. But if we were to look here, looks like Diamond is currently, let me see if I can pull this over here. The Diamond Standard bars and coins owned by the trust are physical commodities securely held and insured by the custodian. Transactions of these physical commodities are facilitated by, settled with, a regulator licensed digital asset token on the Ethereum blockchain. This token allows ownership of Diamond Standard bars and coins to be traded between investors. So obviously you're wondering, well, why are we talking about something that's on the Ethereum blockchain? Well, it is because in the same filing, they do mention that due to risks relating to the use of Ethereum blockchain, they are considering others. And so they mentioned this technology in the Diamond Standard bars and coins enable the trust to select an alternative blockchain platform such as EOS or Stellar or any future blockchain. So this is even just good for overall, your information on how blockchain use can be used. There is Ethereum and Stellar, EOS in the mix, potentially to, for diamonds to be traded. And this, like I said, is being filed with the SEC. So that's one organization. You got Diamond Standard using it for diamonds. There's another one here, Montrain, however you pronounce it. They filed this offering statement with the SEC. This was October of this year, October 2020. And, kind of their basic overview is they describe in detail, let's see here, they combined blockchain technology, digital currency to provide a faster, more economical way for customers to make purchases. The primary objective of Montrain project has been to develop a stable token which can be used in everyday commerce, including micropayments of $1 or less. This is going to be backed by a portfolio of U.S. government assets and will be redeemable for a portion of the account that reflects the number of tokens in circulation. They claim not only to be a stable, but also might give it ability to serve as true store value. Once again, this may or may not see the light of day, but this is filed this year with the SEC. So the point is there are definitely companies out there looking to utilize Stellar. Kind of goes on here. This is the same from Motrain. Built on Stellar blockchain. They say Moneta enjoys all the benefits the platform has to offer. Once the entire Motrain system is completed, immediate plans for establishment of funds transfer network with primary emphasis on remittances, which are at a point in time in global markets. They give an example of a model of U.S.-Mexico. And they say future plans includes partnerships with major retailers such as Walmart and Amazon. Once again, we do not know if this is actually going to happen, but just another example of a company out there you may or may not have heard about, but they filed with SEC. This is October of 2020. Let's see. Well, one we talked about before is Franklin Templeton. So Franklin Templeton, this is actually an updated form that was filed July of this year. Once again, this is Franklin Templeton. As I said earlier, these are things that are in the SEC filing. Whether or not these see the light of day, who knows? But what they talk about here is, let's see if I can zoom this a little bit. It says, although the fund's transfer agent will maintain the official record, the ownership of the fund's shares will also be recorded on the Stellar blockchain. So, not sure if you see it there. Let's see. Further here, it talks about the users of Stellar Network may pay transaction fees in the form of Stellar Lumens, the native digital asset for the operation of Stellar. The Stellar Network, in order to validate a transaction, such transaction fees are intended to protect the Stellar Network. So it said these transaction fees will be the responsibility of the investment manager. So in this case, it looks like the investment manager will take care of those small fees. One of the good things about Stellar is that it's so inexpensive to use and build on that, the savings that you'll make in using it, far outweighs any small cost it may cost you to cover these small Lumen fees. We're talking fractions upon fractions of pennies. So it says the fund investor will not be required. The fund investor will not be required to purchase any Stellar Lumen. So that's interesting there. It also talks about secondary market. In the future, the ownership of fund shares may be maintained and recorded primarily on the Stellar Network, although there's no guarantee that this will occur. The fund's investment manager believes that the use of blockchain may in the future permit a reduced settlement time and provide other benefits to fund shareholders. As we talked about earlier, there's a lot of savings there. So furthermore, in the future, the shares may be available for purchase, sale, or transfer from one shareholder to another shareholder, peer-to-peer, which is pretty cool, on the blockchain. So I'm not sure if they use the DEX or not, I guess in the background, but on the blockchain or in the secondary trading markets, such as electronic trading platform that is required or registered, with the SEC as an alternative trading system. So this is Franklin Templeton just discussing, how they plan on using it on their filings. I think here they mention that, one of the things they say prior to opening your account, the fund will collect certain information from you in accordance with the anti-money laundering. You may purchase or redeem shares of the fund at any time through the app. So there'll be an app. Although purchases and redemptions of fund shares will be processed during normal business hours, you may purchase and redeem fund shares online using the app. So that's interesting. I like the fact here that the minimum initial purchase for most accounts is $20. So there's no minimum investment for subsequent purchases. Up here, right here, it actually talks about that you will have the first download, and the app would be in the Apple Store or Google Play Store. And the app is free to download. All fees associated with the use of the Stellar Network will be the responsibility of the investment manager or its affiliates. So, Diamond Share, Moan Train, Franklin Templeton. Once again, just a couple quick examples for all the questions about. I thought that Seller just does cross-border payments. In addition to this, on the podcast, you definitely hear me talk to several different organizations. I talked to Bitbond. Cowrie is going to be airing tomorrow, which it's a very good story there. They're in Nigeria, Africa. I've spoken to Marco. You got Saldo MX. Another great story. Check out that podcast with Public Node. I mentioned Bitbond and Velo and others. So anyways, hopefully this helps. And if you have any other questions, please send them my way. I can't always answer back to every single one, but if I do get common questions like the one I have right now, I'll